Okay. Now,
Yes, sir. Visible.
okay. So today we are going to discuss the most important topic, that is the divergence of a vector field, right? Divergence of a vector field. So for this purpose, we have in the previous class we have I think covered the gradient of a scalar function. Right? The Please switch off your mobile phone, and otherwise it will be handled. Yes. So we have covered the gradient of a scalar function, right? And what we have discussed here, we have discussed that simply the delta, the gradient of f or the scalar field is del f by del x ax plus del f by del y ay plus del f of del z az. Simply this one is a function, right? Where ax, ay, az are the unit vector, right? And also we have seen in the circular sorry, cylindrical and spherical coordinates also. This is the rectangular coordinate system, and another we have seen in the cylindrical as well as the spherical coordinate system we have discussed, right? Today we have already done two numerical problem also on this problem. Today we are going to discuss the divergence of a vector field. Divergence of a vector field, that is very very important. Divergence of a vector field, right? So in this particular problem or topic, what we are going to discuss, we will discuss the significance. What is the divergence of a vector field, and what is the significance of this vector field divergence, right? So as you know that why we are using the gradient of this scalar function, right? So what it will provide. So first I want to mention here the significance, and then we will try to understand is the significance is fulfilled by the definition or not, right? So that significance of this vector field, or you can say divergence of vector field, is this. What is it express? The physical, you can say the physical significance of this divergence, you can say divergence of a scalar or vector field is that क्या है ये, by enclosing, ध्यान सुनना very carefully, by enclosing, let's say a point P, we will see point P, by enclosing a point P, let's say within any arbitrary a small volume, what we have done, by enclosing, just we are enclosing a point P within a very small volume, let's say delta V, right? Then we can obtain the net outward flow of that vector field, of this point vector field, of a vector field, by computing its divergence at that point. तो क्या हुआ, हमने क्या किया देखा हमने, we can calculate the outward flow of vector field, net outward flow of vector field, किसका, by of which vector of you can say of the vector field that is enclosed within any arbitrary small volume, right? So how the outward the ultimate goal is to calculate the outward flow of a vector field. And how to be calculated? It can be calculated with the help of the divergence at that point. If you are able to calculate the divergence at that point, then it means you can calculate the outward flow of vector field. It may be the zero, it may be the outward, it may be the inward sinking. You will see the problem. Let's say we have the three types of the, you can say, the point. Let's say first structure is like that, and you have to reply on this type of this one. So this is, let's say, picture A, and all the pictures representing the divergence. Now you have to reply which type of this divergence is. Let's say this is a picture B, and let's say this is the picture C, and now you have to told what it represent. We all have the illustration of, you can say, the divergence of a vector field Okay, this point P, this is the point P, right? This is the point P enclosed in, let's say, some volume, right? And now we are going to calculate the outward direction, net outward flow, right? So net outward flow of vector field. So it can be calculated with the help of divergence. So please tell me which one have the positive divergence, which one have the negative divergence, which have the zero divergence, or what is your idea?
So figure A have positive divergence,
Very
and
good.
B have negative,
Very
and
good.
C have zero.
Very good.
C has zero.
Very
Yes.
good. So why you are saying that the picture A, B, C are from the three criteria? Let's say why it is
So
a negative, why it is a zero? Can anyone can say?
because according to the definition of divergence,
Uh,
it is a measure of outward flow.
yes.
So in the figure A, it is like diverging outward side,
Uh,
and B converging at one point, and C no divergence.
why no divergence?
So with respect to P point,
Yes.
parallel.
Any other? One by one. One by one.
Density is constant, sir.
Sorry.
So its density is constant.
Density is constant. Which density? The flow density you are saying?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any other answer?
Sir, with respect to P point,
Yes. 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 So net outward. If you calculate the net outward flow is zero, because due to cancellation, what are you going to enter? Same amount of is outing, right? So positive divergence is equal to negative divergence, and therefore it becomes zero, right? Positive divergence is just equal to negative divergence, right? So this is the case. Now we have able to understand what is the meaning of divergence. Now we try to see the mathematics behind the divergence of vector field, right? So please see here. Okay. So you can see, let's say we have the one picture. Okay. We don't. Yes. Is it screen is visible to all of you? Please say.
Yes.
Okay. So from this picture, you can see here this point. Let's say there's a point P. Okay. So let's say we are going to specify. Okay, we specify a scalar field F at point P, right? In terms of a vector field, a vector, right? So we can write here F vector, simply F is equals to nothing but a 1 upon delta V F dot ds, right? Where limit delta V tends to 0. What it means, I will try to explain you. Let's say we have the point P, which is enclosed by a small volume, that is the delta V. This delta V is very, very small. In fact, is small and bounded by the surface, bounded by this surface, right? So although this delta V can any shape, construct a parallelepiped, हमने बनाया यहाँ पर, we have just parallelepiped बना रखा है यहाँ पे, with sides, let's say delta x, you can say this we have taken in this direction delta x. Okay, so let's say we have the point here, so delta x by 2 is in this direction, delta x by 2 is this direction, right? Delta x by 2, same increment we have taken from here in this direction, delta x by 2. That's the delta x by 2, delta x by 2, right? In similar way, you can just write delta y by 2, delta y plus 2, right? Okay. So F dot ds define the outward flow. We have already seen in the definition of the scalar field. Right? With in the definition of the scalar field, the volume integral and the gradient of the scalar field, we have already seen the and the surface integral. We have seen the F dot ds, the F vector dot ds define the outward flow of the vector field, right, throughout the surface ds as the unit normal to ds vector, right? So now what we are going to do, in the mathematics part, the F dot ds, we know that F dot d, if you calculate the F dot ds, it means it will provide us the net outward flow of the flux of vector field F from this volume delta V, right? So, and also we know that how we're going to calculate. So we are going to calculate this with the calculation in the direction of delta x direction, y direction, as well as the z direction. So the outward flow of vector field F vector through the, first we have taken the x direction, through the face in the positive x direction using the Taylor series expansion. हमने क्या किया, हमने यहाँ पर सबसे पहले x डायरेक्शन में जाके देखा, उसके बाद हायर ऑर्डर टर्म को, as you know that in the Taylor series, you know the Taylor series expansion, we have, I think you have already covered in the mathematics Taylor series. Please, yes or no? So if you know, if we don't, it is not covered in the class, just to go in the outside the Google and just search for the where Taylor series is explaining, right? So Taylor series just is a, you know, we are going to linearize. It is used Taylor series, you can say that Taylor series is used to linearize the non-linear, you can say the non-linear term using near about the steady state point or the initial state point, in a steady state point, or you can say initial value in the neighborhood, right? So this is definition, right? Okay, so what we have done, just we are expanding. So our expanding is the P के near about में हमको करना है, तो मैं पहले बोला कि delta V is very small, and due to the delta V, the volume is consisting with the delta x, delta y, delta z, and delta x, delta y, delta z also very small. So what we are going to do, in near about the neighborhood of the delta, near about the neighborhood of the P point, we are going to expand using the Taylor series, right? So fx plus del fx plus, just I am taking the page so that you can understand it better. So how it can be written? It can be written as fx plus first term, right? First term is going to be same. Then first derivative of that variable, right? Into किसके राउंड कर रहे हैं हम लोग? किसके राउंड में कर रहे हैं? तो first we are taking the positive direction. In the positive direction, let's say this is the point. So first we are taking the positive direction, then we'll take the negative direction, then we will take the y direction positive, then we'll take the negative direction of the y, then we'll take the z direction, right? And then with the negative z direction. Okay, so this will be the first derivative, right? We can also take the second derivative, delta 2 fx upon del x square factorial 2 1 upon factorial 2 del x by 2 ka whole square and so on. But problem is, if your change delta x is very small, if the delta x is very small, then you can the square of this value is also very small, right? And therefore you can neglect the higher term, the higher derivative. Okay, so therefore we are neglecting the higher term, right? And only we are writing fx plus del fx into del x dot del x by 2 है ना. इसका किसके राउंड में? This is the near about the volume. तो वॉल्यूम क्या था? ये चेंज हो रहा है, यहाँ पर चेंज क्या हो रहा है? वेरिएशन इज ओनली इन द x. However, delta y and delta z remain same. So इस वॉल्यूम में आउटवर्ड फ्लो जो है, द आउटवर्ड फ्लो of a vector field, you can say vector field f vector through what? Through the face in positive x direction. कैसे निकाल सकते हैं? Yes or no? We can calculate the outward flow of vector field through this positive x direction in this volume, right? In similar way, you can calculate the same, you can adopt the same procedure. Okay, you can calculate the outward flow vector field through the surface in the negative x direction. So in the negative x direction, it becomes negative. Yes or no? Right? So fx minus of this direction, हम कहाँ ले रहे हैं? इसमें चेंज में ले रहे हैं. This becomes a negative, right? And the volume will calculate by multiplying the delta by delta z. So overall, you can see here what is the net outward direction. क्या बनेगा? Net outward direction, the x direction. Overall x direction में क्या बना? Can you say? So ये बना fx plus del fx upon del x into del x by 2 into delta y plus delta z. ये this one delta y into delta z plus it is in the positive direction. In the negative direction में क्या है? Minus of fx minus of del fx, right, into delta x by 2 delta y delta z. ये आपका बन के तैयार हो गया. Yes or no? When you add both the term, it means becomes this term and this term will cancel out. This minus becomes this plus, and overall it becomes del fx of del by del x of fx. Del x by 2 into del x by 2 becomes 1, simply del x. So it becomes delta x, delta y, delta z. And what is this? Delta x by delta y, delta z? It is simply volume. So it becomes del fx by del x into delta v. In the similar way, okay, you can write the same equation for in the y direction and the z direction. The positive y direction, the negative y direction will again give simply delta fy upon del y into delta v. In the z direction, in the positive and negative, when you add, then it becomes delta fz upon del z delta v. So when you overall you calculate the net outward flow that vector field of f in all the direction, all the surfaces, including that volume p, यू ओनली कैलकुलेट ना इन द थ्री डायरेक्शन. जब आप सारा कैलकुलेट करेंगे तभी तो आपको निकलेगा. ये सारा नेटवर्क आउटपुट कैसे निकलेगा? जब तीनों का निकाल लेंगे. तीनों का निकाला इन वॉल्यूम वी, तो आप तीनों सरफेस ले लिए, x direction, y direction, z direction, and when you calculated, when you added all these things, the f dot ds, the f dot ds becomes what? This into delta v. Yes or no? Is it right? The integral of this
Yes.
one is become this.
Yes.
Is it right?
Yes.
So now, what is? Can you represent this function? You already have seen this function. You have already seen this function as in the del operator. So let's say this is the f. This is the f scalar function, or this scalar function may be represented in the del with the help of del operator, del dot f. Yes or no? We already seen. We
Yes.
can write
Yes,
here
sir.
ax del x,
Yes.
x divide. We already have seen this equation in the previous class. So we can simply write this f is equals to delta del operator dot del dot v, del dot f. So it, okay. So f is equals to, what is this? This is simply f is a del dot f, right? Now, so delta f is nothing but the, you can say, the divergence of vector field. So it means if you want to calculate the outward flow from to any point P that is enclosed by the volume delta V. So if you are able to calculate the divergence, then it's okay, right? And it's also, it is nothing but the scalar quantity. Is nothing but the scalar quantity. You can see this is the scalar quantity. Okay. So the physical significance of del F is that by enclosing a point P within any arbitrary small volume, we can obtain the net outward flow of a vector by computing the divergence of that point, right? So the net outward flow is positive at a source point and negative at a sink point. It is a sink point, it is a source point. Okay. And also, it is very important line. This is the solenoidal, or you can say the continuous line. For the continuous line, for the continuous or the solenoidal vector field, it becomes zero, right? So del dot f becomes 0 for the incompressible fluid or the magnetic lines of the field surrounding magnet. There is no outward, or you can say there is no net outward flow. In this case, the del dot f becomes 0 and f vector is said to be a continuous or solenoidal vector field. Solenoidal vector field. Is it clear? Is it called? I am repeating once again. The physical significance of del dot f is nothing but by enclosing a point P within any arbitrary small volume delta V, we can calculate, we can compute the net outward flow of that vector field by computing the divergence, okay, at that point. And okay, so this is the case. Now you can again represent the both the, you can say, the divergence of that divergence of vector field using the cylindrical, using in the cylindrical and spherical coordinate. Also in the cylindrical coordinate system, you can represent this by 1 upon rho del of del rho, okay, rho into f rho, however 1 by rho del of del phi, f of phi, plus 1 upon, sorry, del of del z, f z, right? This is the case in the cylindrical coordinate. However, in the spherical coordinate, you know better, del dot f vector is nothing but 1 upon r square del of del r square fr, plus 1 upon r sine theta del of del theta sine theta f theta, plus 1 upon r sine theta del of del phi f of phi. So this is the case for the spherical, in the spherical coordinate, and this is in the case of cylindrical coordinate. And you know in the rectangular coordinate how it is represented, del of del x of fx plus del of del fy plus del of del z. So this is the case, right? Okay. So in last, I think I missed this that discussion due to the power connection. So F is nothing. You can say the divergence, the divergence. Then I'm just stop the video. The divergence of a vector field. You can say vector field. Now let us, you can say, specify a scalar field F, है ना? A scalar field F at point P. We have already seen in the picture point P in terms of, you can say, in terms of vector field है, ये vector field की तरह हमने vector field capital F vector is defined as the limit delta V tends to 0 enclosed, okay, F dot ds. F dot ds. So how do you calculate it? This F calculated with the help of, you can say, simply del dot F vector. So if you are able to calculate this divergence, okay, this divergence is nothing but the del fx of del x plus del f of y of del of y plus del fz upon del z. So it is easy to calculate this, okay, instead of this calculation. Okay, so you can take one example and then it will be over. So prove that the problem is to prove that del dot r, okay, del dot r vector is equal to 3, where r vector is position vector, right? Is position vector from any point, let's say P, from any point P in a space. So simple solution is, you can simply represent this since is a position vector. So it is nothing but the x ax plus y ay plus z of az, right? So that how the divergence will calculated? Divergence will calculate simply del of del x of, you can say, r vector. Yes or no? So it is the x, it is del of del y of ay, okay, sorry, y, okay, and del of del z of nothing but the z. So it will give 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals to 3. So this simple solution. In the next class, we will try to discuss the divergence theorem. The next class, tomorrow, we will discuss divergence theorem. So thank you. If you have any query, you may ask. Otherwise, you can leave.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.